So I just wanted to go over the level of discrimination that you can, you know, set in regards to still picking up small ferrous targets. On all of my videos, when I explain the settings, the discrimination is always at 12 o'clock. Now the reason that I put it at 12 o'clock is because I've done lots of tests with iron and small non-ferrous targets, and it can knock out large iron and still pick up really, really small non-ferrous, which I'll basically demonstrate now. So discrimination is set at 12 o'clock. Let's put the VCO tones on. It's quite windy, so I hope you can hear it. I'll turn the volume up. Yeah, there we go. I'll turn the volume up. So I've got this iron peg that I dug from one of my fields that's really old. This came from what I call the well field, and I've pulled so many targets out of that field, and it's among, you know, in between, under and among this sort of sized iron. So let me turn the volume up. And the reason I like this piece of iron to test on is because you've got that brutal edge there that usually forces, or would force, but you won't get any forcing with the discrimination set at 12 on something like this. So yeah, and then this is a tiny little button fragment that I found on the Thames. It's literally, it's literally been worn away. Really small. And I carry this around with me in my finder's pouch, so I know if I want to test the discrimination and make sure I'm still picking up small non-ferrous, I keep that on me. So iron, there we go. Let's turn the volume up a bit more. So it's rejecting that. I'll turn the volume up a little bit more so you can hear it. So I'm rejecting a piece of iron that size, and I've got a really, really small piece of button here. See? Still picking it up. Now if I turn my VCO dial to the left, not clicking it off, it brings out the higher tone, which I like to use. So it's still picking that up whilst rejecting that. So I think my point here is, if you choose to use Nexus, 12 o'clock is a really good position for discrimination, because you'll knock pretty much everything out. You're not going to get forcing. You know, you might get a little bit on a lot, you know, on like a really big piece of iron, but you know what? Not really. When I have my discrimination set like this, I don't dig iron. I might get fooled sometimes, you know, if it's kind of giving me, you know, a semi-interesting looking signal on the, you know, the RGB meter. I'd rather dig those kind of signals than leave them in the ground. So rejecting the iron, tiny non-ferrous, still picks it up.